you have been with a narcissist for ages. It's been 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, 14 years. And finally, you have come to the end of that situationship. So you're going through a discard. Probably some of you have gone through an awakening, or you're going through an awakening, or maybe some of you have not yet awakened. You have just decided to temporarily leave the situationship. And then you're out there wondering, this particular person has said you are this, you are that, you are not the right person for them, you didn't treat them well. You have a lot of guilt, thinking that you did not do your best while you're with the narcissist. And then eventually you're seeing these particular individuals, they're showing up on your workplace all of a sudden. You just leave your workplace and they're somewhere in the car. Oh, I just drove by. I thought that I could come around and say hi. So most of the times, even sometime at that particular time, they're with somebody new. So maybe you know about this so-called new supply. And then it's a coincidence they're in front of your workplace. Sometimes you're leaving home, they are parked on the driveway, they're stalking you. You're probably on the media, social media, you're seeing them coming around with fake profiles, they're checking on you. You could even be somebody who has awakened and you are thinking that you want a divorce, because a lot of guys who are waking up, especially after the narcissist, the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to start processing their divorce. So you want to get out of this entanglement permanently. And then you're realizing that the narcissist is struggling with you. They don't want you to do the divorce. They have failed to sign the papers. They're running away. They're missing court appointments and the things like that. And then you're wondering in your mind, if this particular individual said that you weren't good for them, you have gone through a massive devaluation process. And now you're thinking that they thought you weren't good for them. So they sent you out of this situationship or entanglement, marriage or relationship. Now you're wondering, why are they struggling to sign the divorce papers? Why are they struggling to let you go? Why are they still stalking you after you have left them? Why are they showing up at your door after you left? The narcissist knows who you are. They may know who you are. They may usually, as you guys already know, narcissists have a problem with their egos. So they don't really want to know that you're better than them. They don't really want to know that, they don't want you to know that you are playing a very big role in their lives. So they don't want you to know the value that you carried when you're with them. But after the discard, it is going to become real for this narcissist. So they are going to finally realize you are the chosen one. And you see, that is exactly when the tables turn. They are usually going to turn in your favor. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You have awakened after a narcissistic abusive relationship. You do the work, the tables are going to turn in your favor. You see, the narcissist is in a rush. They are very desperate for supply. They want somebody new. At that moment, you guys have been a very long period of time together. So at some point in time, you like, enough is enough. So you've given them your all. You've helped them. You have validated them. You have helped them. You have done everything with them. Because in your mind, you are thinking that you were actually trying to save someone, because you have fought very hard to save the situation, to make sure that you bring stability and balance into that situationship. But you see, at the end of the day, you've run out of gas, and you're like, there's nothing more you've got to offer. It doesn't matter what you offer, it's not enough. So the narcissists, normally what they do is like they're rushing into a new situation immediately. They may even have done that when they were still with you. So they may have started already looking around for somebody new, because they want to have an alternative source of supply should things go wrong, in which most of the cases they really do go wrong. They want to have somebody who is going to come in very quickly to rescue the situation. Now that's when they are going to be able to send you out of those entanglements and run into a new relationship. So they go into these new relationships because they feel that they can no longer have anything from you. You run out of gas. They know that if you have got nothing more to offer. So most of the times they will perform a discard, or sometimes you may actually discard yourself out of those entanglements and you're going to run off. But you see, the difference between you and the narcissist is you are going to go out there and heal. Yes, every now and then you may run into a rebound. You might meet a person in those days, because sometimes I've told you guys the pain is intense. So sometimes a lot of guys, especially victims of abuse, they are going into rebounds because they want to cover up the pain. But at the end of the day, yes, most of those rebounds, they never work. But on the other hand, the narcissist, they are automatically all of a sudden very happy with somebody new. So they are showing you that they are okay, they are content, they have got somebody better than you. They're even sometimes showing this in your face. They may start posting a lot of these pictures on social media. You know, they have got this new guy, and they're telling all their friends that they have got somebody new who is better than you. Now, guys, do not be fooled by the games. Do not be fooled, because there's a lot happening behind the scenes that you are not seeing. You being in a narcissist's life, you are the perfect supply. Now, let me repeat this. You having endured all this time and been with the narcissist for all this time, the narcissist knows you were the perfect supply. And the narcissist knows they do not have the capability, they do not have the ability to let you go. So for them, it's like a temporary separation. Let them leave you on the side, you know, let you go out there, do you, carry on with your healing, do whatever it is you have to do, get yourself back in shape. And then they believe at some point they are going to come back in and, suck you back in whenever the time, because they know the time is going to come when they are going to need you. That's the reason why they are making it impossible, very, very difficult to let you go permanently. We're talking about permanently. So they will usually keep on stalking you. They will follow you. They will send you messages. They will call you. They will do each and everything to make sure that they keep these little tabs on you. A chosen one is not like any other being you see around you. A chosen one, most of the times you may have gotten involved with this narcissist. And little does the narcissist know that you are the last ticket. So little do they know that they were dealing with somebody who had been sent their way to save them. Those particular individuals have been sent towards the narcissist. Yes, there have been lessons to learn, because maybe there were some things God wanted you to see with this kind of individuals. But at the same time, you have also appeared in the narcissist's life to save them. You've come there to redeem them. You've come there to show them exactly what love is all about. Because we know chosen ones, they emit that frequency of love on a daily basis. So the narcissist has seen that love that is within you for ages. But the time is going to come when the narcissist is going to realize that they have lost the one. And usually this thing can take a couple of months. So if you're a person who knows how to go out there, you heal, you work on yourself, you start to do all these little things to put you back in the proper vibration. So when the narcissist knows your whereabouts, maybe they are watching you on social media, maybe they live by your area, they are watching you on a daily basis. So they are seeing all these little things. They are going to notice, and they're going to come to that realization that they have lost the one. It is going to become extremely real for the narcissist, and it's going to become sometimes even very, very threatening for them, because they do not know how did they get into that situation of losing the only person that they were supposed to stay with their entire lives. So that's what they think in their lives, that they should have stayed with you. They are going to start believing and thinking that they have lost the best person that they have ever had. And I can guarantee you guys, ladies and gentlemen, the narcissist can do whatever they want to do to replace you. They are going to find somebody else. They are going to try to recreate you in somebody else. So they are going to try to look for you in somebody else. But most of the times, I can guarantee you guys, it's not going to work. So it is extremely threatening for the narcissist, because they do not know what to do with themselves. So that's when you're going to see these little hoovers are coming in, you know what I mean? So they're going to try to, most of the times see that they can get you back. Sometimes you may see them showing up, they want to take you on a date. They're sending you messages, they want to meet you, they want to do this, they want to go on a coffee, they want to go take you to a restaurant and the things like that. They are going to try to come back into your life because when the narcissist has lost you, they know on a very deep level, you have been the chosen one. You have been the person that has been meant for them. It is important for you to understand, chosen ones, that the narcissist does not have that wiring. They do not have that program that they're able to release you out of their life permanently. So they do not have that ability to release you and let you go forever. They may have already been playing these games their entire lives. Because I've told you guys, before you, there have been so many victims before you. They could have had on and off relationships, a situationship of 1 month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. So they're going to be usually trading out of these supplies that they've had before you. But they're always going to know that they have made somebody in their life and that person has been different. So you have been the different one. You have been the one that stood out. Amongst all the people they have met, they know that you are the person that has actually stood out from the rest. That is the very first reason why you have been able to endure and to stay a very long period of time with those narcissists. Spiritually, they will know who you are. On a spiritual level, they will know who you are. So they will know what you're capable of. They will be seeing a little bit of these things that you're doing when you're with them. But on a physical level, they do not have the ability. So you see, one of the things that will give you closure when it comes to a narcissist is for you to understand the narcissist does not have the ability. They are not wired the same way you are. They are not wired like you. So they are not wired to understand that it is okay to let somebody go. It is okay when things are not working out. You can always walk away. You can always go and live your life. You can always carry on and live your life, your best life even sometimes. Because most of the times, chosen ones, I can guarantee you, you have left the narcissist. You are going to experience your best life. You are going to experience that freedom you've never had in years. You are going to experience that peace. And that peace and that freedom is priceless. So that's when you're going to see the narcissists, they're in regret. You know what I mean? They're in regret. They're in total regret. They're thinking, what have they done? How could they have let you go? How could they have not seen you coming? How could they have been so foolish to let a beautiful person like you get out of their lives? And most of the cases, that is when it's going to get real. So most of the times is when you see that the narcissist is usually having a very difficult time with the new supply, because the new supply is not like you. They're not doing things like you. They may most likely not be the same. They may not really be empathetic like you. So they may not really treat them or give them that validation that you've always given them. So they are going to see the difference with the new supply. And that's where sometimes they're going to start punishing that new source of supply. So the new supply is going to become agitated because they are going to experience more abuse. They are going to experience more drama. They are going to experience more problems, more toxicity. They will not really understand where everything is coming from. But that is because the narcissist is realizing that they have lost somebody, a chosen one, and they're never ever going to get that person back. Because I can still guarantee you guys, if you're a chosen one, the narcissist, they will know who you are. God has given them a chance to stay with you for years. You've been their best source. You've been there for them. You've done everything. But now they have let that chance slip out of their hands, and they know that they can never get you back. So the new supply will go through a lot of troubles. They will go through humiliation, torture. Worst case scenario, the new supply may sometimes be discarded. Because the narcissist doesn't understand that the two of you are different and they can never actually get you in somebody else. They will try to look for you in somebody else, but it will never happen. So they are going to have one of the worst relationships or situationships with that new supply. The new supply is going to face, they're going to face it very rough with the narcissist. And on the other hand, the narcissist is getting tortured. They are having a very difficult time realizing and understanding that you've left their lives for good. Permanently for good. So you better understand and best believe, chosen ones, that You are the narcissist last ticket to redemption. You are the last ticket to freedom. You are the last ticket to peace. And they will never have that peace. It doesn't matter what they do. They can always go around in circles and recruit different various individuals in their lives. But there is one particular person that will never get off the narcissist mind, and that is you, the real one, the chosen one. So guys, already know, I do love and appreciate your support. Let us know what you think about this video. Of course, you can always leave us a comment in the section below. Let us know what you think. And until then, it's been a blessing to have you guys on board. You may book a session with me if you want to. You may donate and support my channel if you want to. All the links you need, you will find them in the description section below. And until then, it's been lovely to have you guys on board. Much love and blessings. There's almost signing out. And I'll catch you in my next one. Peace.